Hello! So I had another video in mind for this week, but then I realized I'd have to do actual research on it, so I'm going to put that off for a bit. But today I'm just going to follow usual meme characters and also drawing Garfield characters from memory, just cause. It might not end up that different because I honestly read these comics a lot as a kid. So with no further ado, here we go. The thing I remember about Garfield always is his super round eyes. Personally, I always consider round eyes to be the most evil kind of eyes, but Garfield makes it look okay, probably because everyone else in the comics has round eyes. I never really remember what his mouth looks like, but I do remember that each stripe is 5 because of some how to draw Garfield thing that there was. Yeah, look at all those stripes. Perfect. He's got kind of rounder ears. I remember that. He's looking like a lion here, so this isn't right. But it's okay. Did he have... Yeah, he had like little whiskers. There. And I'm I'm just going to draw him with a little blanket, because I always thought this was cute. I love his little teddy bear. What was his teddy bear's name? I guess I will look it up. Some other point. But yeah, there's Garfield. He's perfect. Now, next, we have Odie, who is 90% eye and super messed up mouth. You know, I was thinking, like, I don't know if I just assumed this because, you know, in the comic strip, John is a cartoonist that makes comics about Garfield, but I'd always assumed that Garfield was based off of a real cat. But but Odie can't be based off of a real dog, right? Right? Because look at him. You know, I remember like his general shapes, but I don't really know how they work. And I don't remember his little body. He had like a little bean body and some spots. But Odie can't be based off a real dog, right? Like, I think in the live action one, he was a Jack Russell Terrier or something, but it didn't really look anything like this. It was just a yellow small dog. I think this is right. Ooh, that's not right. Yeah, perfect. With his strange human feet. Just because this dog doesn't really read as a dog to me. I mean, it does symbolically, but in terms of breed, I don't know. Like, I guess it's just the symbol of a dog. And next, I want to draw Normal, because even though it makes more sense to draw John next, I want to draw Normal. I really don't remember what he looks like at all. I think he had little eyelashes. And I don't remember if this is something that I made up or if it actually was established in the comics, but I feel like he's actually super old, like he's not really a kitten. He just looks like that. Like it's kind of, you know, Mort from Madagascar situation. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just that he showed up so many times that at some point I just started thinking, this can't be a kitten. Like, this guy would be years old now, right? Yeah, that's normal. It's perfect. Then we're gonna move on to John. Now, I remember John has that weird, like, Fairly Odd Parents kind of lip where it connects. He has these big old eyes. And for some reason he's super tiny, but it's okay. This is from the arc where John's just super tiny. And I don't remember his hair, but it's like some kind of thing like that. Yeah. No, he doesn't have a chin to cause a shadow with. That's silly. Classic strong Garfield arms with the classic hands. You know, it's John. Like, anyway, look at it. This is John. Next, I was thinking I'd draw, like, Arlene, Garfield's girlfriend. And I always wondered if she's supposed to be a hairless cat just because she's so smooth and pink. She has those giant, luscious lips that hairless cats are known for. Yeah, I don't remember what Arlene looks like besides smooth. So smooth. She's gotta be a hairless cat, right? Because, I mean, what's the name of the guy that draws this comic? It is not Bill Watterson. That's what I'm thinking, but I know that's Calvin and Hobbes. I know it's not Bill Watterson. But, you know, whoever it is that draws this comic, he doesn't think female cats are just all tubes, right? Because she always just looked like a tube to me. Pink tube. And there she is, sprouting those classic Garfield hands. Arlene, she's beautiful. Give her a kiss, Garfield. And next, I don't remember this guy's name. For some reason, I always liked him. It's the guy that apparently was trapped in John's basement or something. Not really, but maybe really. I don't remember. What was your name, sir? I remember he had a scribble mustache. He had black hair. But I don't remember what the hair looked like. But that's pretty close, I think. Was there more mustache? Less? Did he have like a bowl cut? Yeah. No. Yeah. He was just sort of like a little dot man with like little scribbles. I always liked him because he didn't make any sense, but he was fun to look at. And his mustache didn't look like a mustache. It looked like someone had scribbled over his face, and it was beautiful. Yeah. What is your name, sir? I'll have to look it up later. I'm probably not going to bother to look it up before I post this video, but maybe eventually. You know, the first one I drew actually feels like it looks like him, but also I feel like I'm wrong. But also, look at him. He's perfect. He's perfect and tied up in somebody's basement. You go, sir. Okay, anyway. Next, I think that the veterinarian lady's name was Liz. And I think she had this weird cartoon bangs. And she had the same lips as Arlene. Because I guess that's what's his name thinks is sexy. Sexy on cats and veterinarians. You know, everyone else, like, they can just have regular lips. But, you know, these Mrs. Potato Head lips, that is sexy. That is the sexiest. Yes. I can't look at her anymore. She's too beautiful. Okay, next, I think I'm going to talk about, you know, one of my favorite arcs was just always the getting through it arc. I don't know, just the part where Jenga, you know, that one character, Jenga, Garfield's hit on a rough time, and then he decides to get a loan to help John take care of the house. And you know, Jenga was always a weird character because he doesn't really, I don't know, when I saw him, he didn't seem like he really belonged in there. But he was there, and he talked to Garfield, and Garfield was like, hey man, I need a loan. And Jenga, I'm just going to write his name because I'm totally going to remember his name. I just think you guys could stand to remember it. Jenga was like, well, no problem. I can totally hook you up. Here's like $500, which is a lot for a cat. And then I'll get you the rest later. And you know, like, I don't know, something always kind of weirded me out about Jenga. Like when the arc started and I saw him, I was just like, I don't know, this seems kind of off for Garfield, you know? Like, it just seemed like kind of a weird thing for them to do. And then it got weirder because, like, I don't know, just, do you remember when the devil showed up and it was like Jenga took Garfield to the devil and the devil was like, oh yeah, Garfield, I'll give you a bunch of money in exchange for your soul and then you won't lose the house. And then, I don't know, like, this part always weirded me out because, like, as a kid, I was weirdly religious for someone in an atheist family. I'm not anymore. I don't know why that was, but you guys remember. This is what the devil looked like, right? But that part always freaked me out because I just didn't like seeing the devil and stuff. It would give me nightmares. And the devil in Garfield looked super weird. Like, this that I'm drawing right now, from what I remember, it's not that weird, but he had like these giant hands. They were still the classic Garfield hands, but I don't know, they were just huge. And something about that like freaked me out the most, because like I would have regular devil nightmares, but then when this guy showed up in the newspaper, I don't know, I just started having dreams where just it was normal for me. It was one of my normal weird dreams, except in the corner there would be like these giant hands, and I would feel like they were watching me. Like they wouldn't have eyes; they'd just be the hands. But I would know, that they were watching me. And my parents kind of pissed me off when that was happening, because there was like this whole arc going on, and I was like, wow, this seems super weird for Garfield. Don't you agree? And my parents were like, Sean, what are you talking about? And he's just in there talking about lasagna. And I was like, guys, don't mess with me. I mean, I didn't say that exactly because I was like, I don't know, 8, but still, it was weird. I don't know, it freaked me out. And now looking back on it, it's like, he looks pretty normal, so. Yeah. That was a whole strange arc, wasn't it? Anyway, I'm also going to draw one of the spiders, because I always think of them as like characters. The spiders were cute. Yeah, classic Garfield spider. Do you guys remember that other arc where it was just, I don't know, it was weird because it was just like Garfield sitting on a cliff, and for some reason this went on for like weeks. Like this weirded me out when I was little, because like I was all looking forward to the newspaper, and I'd open it up and then there's just Garfield sitting on a cliff, and it's like, okay, it's like one of those rare contemplative things where it's just the artist felt like drawing a character thinking about stuff, and it's like, okay. But then the next day, I don't know, it was like you could still tell that each panel had been drawn like individually, but they still just all looked the same. It was just Garfield sitting on the edge of the cliff, 3 panels of that. And he wouldn't say anything, and he wouldn't do anything. He'd just be sitting there and thinking. And just thinking. And I don't know, it freaked me out when I was little. Like, at some point, I just felt like I had to check the newspaper as soon as possible in the beginning of the day, just because I would be thinking about, would Garfield still be on the cliff? Like, surely by now they're going back to regular comic strips, but no, it was just the cliff, and he'd just be sitting on the cliff, and the cliff, sitting, thinking, and that went on for weeks. And I started feeling like time was kind of blurring together when I wasn't looking at these comic strips. I started feeling like the only thing that really mattered was waking up in the morning and getting the newspaper and looking at Garfield sitting on the cliff. And then at one point, I don't know if it was actually related to this or if it was just that my newspaper decided to drop Garfield for a little bit for some reason, but in their place, it was just a photo of a cliff. And I remember young me just staring into that photo, and I would just have this feeling like I could go into the picture, and then I would be sitting on the cliff and just thinking. I kind of feel like I always felt like if I actually went in there, then Garfield would be just out of frame, just sitting there waiting for me, and I would sit with him and we'd just think for a while. I just needed to try really, really hard to get in there. Do you remember that arc when Garfield went to find his mom? I thought that was really sweet. I don't remember what she looked like, but I assumed she had lips, because that seems to be what's his name finds attractive in cats. I don't remember her at all. I assume she had eyelashes and stripes. But I do remember it was in the back room or the kitchen or something of an Italian restaurant, and that's why Garfield really likes lasagna. That was cute. Sorry, Garfield's mom. I liked you, but I don't remember what you look like. She was also in a box, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.